The name Mizzy is a very unique one in the UK. He strikes fear into the hearts of middle-class Londoners in a very unique way. And it is for good reason. He's fairly unanimously considered to be the worst prankster of all time, and that is a title he earned. He went on a rampage in 2023, but despite being sent to prison and being banned from social media for 2 years, he is now back. He's actually claiming he's turned it all around, and it's a good story, but sadly, it's not that simple. And I think to really understand this guy properly, you have got to look back at the worst of it, because this guy was a clout addict in the truest sense of the word.
Riding bikes and places. Huh? Hello? I'm going that way.
Where are you coming?
To park off.
There really were no lengths this guy wouldn't go to for a clip. And I think the clip I've just shown you doesn't represent that well. It might actually be pretty Mahatma Gandhi-esque compared to what he went on to do. And chronologically, the first time he kind of went too far was when he was walking around in London asking people if they wanted to die.
Would you want to die? I asked him a question, a serious question. Do you want to die?
No.
Probably enough to like get you banned on its own, really, but obviously it didn't stop there. He went on to steal a pensioner's dog and he did run off with it.
And even stolen an old lady's dog before eventually giving it back to the woman who was clearly distressed.
Give me a heart attack. It's my grandson.
This really went national when he went to somebody's house and just walked inside with his friends. And it turned out that there was a family inside, like you can see kids in the video. You would think at that point there would be some introspection and maybe he wouldn't post that one, but he did. And unfortunately for him, that evidence was everywhere.
James? James? Hi. You man, come.
Hello, James.
We need to speak to James.
James.
Hi.
James.
Wait, this is not what the study group.
We got kids, man.
Oh, you got kids? Oh, sorry. Oh, I thought this was a study group. I actually thought.
And this did go pretty nuclear, and understandably so, actually. He ended up doing like a press tour almost, going on all these national TV shows and doing what should have been an apology tour. Kind of mocked it a little bit, though, and what would you expect at this point?
What does he think? Well, fresh from the courtroom, he's here now. All right, well, good evening to you.
Hello, Piers. Long time no see.
What do you mean, long time no see?
Last time I hopped on your thing with my friend.
Oh, that's right, you appeared in the background, didn't you? When we were doing an interview,
mate.
Okay, well, I'm not your mate.
And honestly, everybody booking him probably really wanted this to be the case, but this was made so much worse by the fact that there was no remorse.
Why cause so much alarm and distress to so many people? Do you get your kicks out of doing that?
Not necessarily, but you could say that this whole public outroar just makes me laugh because people are getting hurt over something that didn't happen to them. And that's how I see it as.
What do you mean?
I mean, it is kind of pointless to retrospectively dissect this. I think the damage is done. But you can understand why this was the perfect villain for a lot of news channels. The response is so bad that you would assume this guy is playing a character, but I don't think he is, man.
People are getting hurt over something that didn't happen to them. Everyone acts like they have this persona like they don't care. Social media is a facade, this, that, and the other. But when me comes out and does the mad thing, everyone has something to say.
It's not a mad thing.
To be fair, mate, it might have actually been a mad thing. And actually, this Piers Morgan one's kind of tame compared to what followed. Because he went on another show, and I don't know if it's like controller disconnected or something, but he did fully bug out. And the host weren't having it, and he fully clip farmed him.
You think you've encouraged that kind of behaviour? And he's not answering the question. Do you think
I don't understand this whole...
Do you want to be like a good role
no, hang on a second. You can do that to me, you're not doing it to a guest. You stare at another guest again, and I'm going to personally remove you. I'm not taking the mic. You glared at her in a threatening fashion. You do that, I'll drag you out by the hair, and you can be as hard as you pretend you are.
Yeah, he's getting close. I think this does, like, capture how angry the country was with this guy. Ironically, he was actually on that show to apologise for all the pranks so far. Didn't last though, because he was soon arrested again for doing the exact same things. And this time they threw the book at him.
Mizzy posted a video on his social media of the arrest this morning. Earlier this week, he pleaded guilty and apologised after being handed a criminal behaviour order for filming himself entering private residences and posting them on social media.
And that is where the story ended for a little bit. As you can see, he got that 18-week sentence and he did get banned off all social media, including other people's social media, for about, well, not for about, for 2 years. And yeah, I mean, as soon as you get assigned Judge Bone, you might as well just pack it up, really. And he did, until late last year when, even though his social media ban was still in place, he actually went back on the news. And this time he apologised again, and it was more sincere.
So the first thing you addressed, yeah, I do want to say sorry because I did say sorry in the BBC interview, and I'll say it again on GB News here. I apologise to all the victims in the past that I've may have caused distress to, may have harassed, may have mentally tormented.
Harassed, mentally tormented. When you put it like that, mate, yeah, you're off the hook. In all seriousness, when I saw this clip initially, I did take it seriously. He seemed sincere, he was being honest, and at the same time as well, he faced the consequences for what he did.
What consequences have come of the TikTok terror?
Banned off all social medias. I have to make new accounts every second. My YouTube got banned. That's what I was making the most money on, is YouTube. Banned from a lot of places. I'm banned from the whole of Essex.
Now that one at least is probably a blessing in disguise.
I'm banned from all theme parks around the world. I got banned from all Merlin attractions around the world. So I can't go to London Eye, can't go to the arcades, I can't go to any of these places. My name all over the internet on Wikipedia, so getting a job is not easy.
That is the main problem, especially with digital footprints in general. And there's digital footprints, and then there's what Mizzy has. But he did still manage to get a job, because very recently, in the last month or so, he has now come back onto social media. He actually did it from the job site, and he was trying to convince people that he has now indeed changed.
Hello world, after 2 long years, I am back. I've reformed, I've changed as a person. You've probably seen on the news. I've been working, I've been looking after my kids. I've got a new kid now, I've got 2 kids now. His name's Kyron, he was born in May. I'm getting married next year, so if you want to come to the wedding, let me know.
He's a family man now, he's proven he's on the right track. This video itself actually didn't tell us too much. It was the rest of his videos that did, for a little bit, interest me, because he got pretty introspective about what he did and why he did it. Self-awareness in general is definitely something that's kind of in demand on TikTok. There's not a lot of it going around, but this guy is at least self-aware. And actually what he's saying, a lot of TikTokers do need to hear this.
I've been thinking a lot lately, and I used to think that having a job meant I failed. Like if you weren't viral, flashy, or making money online, you fell off. And I think that mindset ruined me. And when I got banned, I didn't just lose social media. I lost my identity. I realised I tied my self-worth to views and my money to attention.
And it's true, you only need to look at the video before this one on this channel. It's about a TikToker that has fallen off and is now so desperate they're putting their mum on OnlyFans. Sounds like a joke, but it's not. I mean, you could go back and watch it. Yeah, clout addiction is a real thing, and that is a disease. And I think even Mizzy at this point would admit that he would have never stopped until he was physically stopped from being on social media. And for a lot of these guys, they're never going to stop because they're never going to face repercussions like that.
Social media was going to be the death of me. I was relying on views for money, and that meant every time the views dropped, I felt like I had to go more extreme, do something crazier, push the line even further just to stay relevant. And that path is very dark, trust me, and it was only leading one way.
So he does at least understand himself a lot better now. Sadly, being self-aware of something doesn't stop addiction. And I'm not joking when I say that clout addiction is obviously a real thing here. All it takes is one little taste and immediately you're just going to want that big hit again. And this is where it starts to slide in the wrong direction again, because I was pretty optimistic upon seeing these videos. Amongst all of this introspection though, he did say he was returning to making content. And as soon as I heard this, I knew something was going to go wrong.
Yeah, we've got planned bangers for you, man. We've got vlogs. I'm going to be in the boxing scene. I'm going to be doing music. I'm going to be doing pranks, but we're going to dial back the pranks. We ain't going to be doing the madman things.
And even as soon as he posted this, people in the comments were being less optimistic. Nobody cares, bro. We all watched when he was doing a madness and ruining your own life. That's entertaining. What are you going to do to entertain, silly little boy? And then he did start to make content. He made a song, which I'm not going to play yet, but that's fine. That's good content, right? He then did start to promote it though, and who could have seen this coming?
Use the prank man, now they watch my growth. Came from the ends of the broom, my oath. Roasted trap, but I see that both. Now make beef and the things I pose.
Now, in the grand scheme of things, getting a trim in McDonald's, probably one of the more harmless things he's done. The point is though, this is clearly indicating that he's going back to his old ways. It's a sliding scale. We start here, but we do continue to get worse. That's exactly what happened, like, on the same day.
Use the prank man, now they watch my growth. Came from the ends of the broom, my oath.
When I'm in the street, I shot 6'2". When I'm on the beat, I shot 6'2". When I'm on the street, and I shot 6'2".
Yeah, it's fair to say that the reactions to these clips were pretty angry. So angry that I can't really show them in the video. There are a few that don't breach the terms of service of YouTube. So glad you grew up and evolved from just being an annoying nuisance in public to being an annoying nuisance in public while rapping. At least he's not breaking into houses anymore, one step at a time. And everyone else had like genuinely thought he changed. Lasted literally weeks though, and it does look like we're going back to where we were. In fact, somebody even commented under one of these tweets that they work at the same site. There is literally no proof of this, but he claims that he was kicked off the site. And if that is true, random Twitter user, then I think we all know what's happening next. And the videos keep coming. He keeps making these public nuisance videos. They're a lot tamer than they used to be, but again, we know where these are going.
My mum just asked me why my whip smells smoky. I don't know, G. Till I'm a OG, boy and a Nobi. Ape in my backpack, rest in peace, Kobe.
And I've gone down a rabbit hole here. Turns out there's now like low definition videos of him turning up at people's houses with weapons.
Come on, brother. Come on, brother. Come on, brother. What you on, brother? What you on, brother? What you remember?
You imagine it's scripted, but I don't know, man. I don't know. But I guess we'll see what happens. Let me know what you think. I do want to be optimistic, but I feel like that is just me being stupid. Like and sub, and actually there is one more detail that makes me a little bit more skeptical, because I went on his Twitter trying to find content. Turns out he might be gooning on Maine. Can you trust a man that goons on Maine? I don't know, man.
I'm the only one that feels like what Mizzy did wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
You lot ostracized him. You lot pushed him into the corner of societies because he walked into some random person's house.
Yeah.